Good morning, students. This beautiful morning has brought to you the beautiful life of a Scottish woman who never quit her firmness to pursue her dream. This Scottish woman is none other than Evelyn Glennie. The Sound of Music is the lesson written by Deborah Cowley, and the story of Evelyn Glennie is there in the first part of this lesson. Deborah Cowley had been famous writer of her period. She traveled across the world while writing articles for Reader's Digest. So, just see the theme of this story. Evelyn Glennie, an enthusiastic and extraordinarily determined girl, is a Scottish multi-percussionist. Despite being hearing impaired, she could play about 1,000 instruments with perfection. She fought against a physical difficulty and became a source of inspiration for thousands of disabled persons. So this Evelyn Glennie, a Scottish girl, was really very enthusiastic right from her small age of life. She had been very determined despite being hearing impaired. She lost her hearing capacity. Still, she never gave up. She really fought against a physical difficulty and reached the height of her success. So this enthusiastic story you are going to read and understand today. And you know what is the message of this story? It's really a motivational story which inspires all of us to overcome our physical disabilities and achieve our dreams and goals just like Evelyn did. So let us see what great achievement she had. What did she do to beat her physical disability? How she reached the height of success? This all you will come to know through this story. And before going through the story, just have a look of this stock of words. There are certain words, certain important words given in this list which you will go through and learn. It is better if you write these word meanings in your notebook also. Okay? So just we'll go to the story now. The chapter, The Sound of Music. Look at this title. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Is it not very interesting how one can hear or one can listen sound without hearing it? This is really interesting. This is really very wondering. So in this lesson, we'll discover how Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Before you read it, just see. God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Someone has commented here that God has taken her hearing capacity, but in place of that, God has bestowed upon her some extraordinary power. That extraordinary capacity is really a special capacity for her. What is that? What we hear, she feels. She does not hear, but she feels what we hear. And her feeling of that thing is so deep which we cannot imagine. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. That is why she is a wonderful musician. Read the following account of a person who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. So, here the lesson begins. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. Evelyn Glennie, in her teen, is standing at a railway platform. Do you know why? Where was she going, or where is she going? She was going to attend classes in the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. She got admission there at such a young age. She was very frightened and nervous because she was going out of Scotland for the first time. Scotland, which is a very simple and small place, and she is going to London. In that crowded place, she was very frightened and very much nervous. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. This young musician means this girl who wanted to be a musician was going to face a very huge challenge. What was that challenge? That she was going to compete with the normal people, with those people who are or who were not deaf, where she was completely deaf. She could not listen. Still, she pursued her dream to become a musician, and it was her achievement that she got admission in the Royal Academy of Music in London. Evelyn Glenie's loss of hearing had been gradual. She did not lose her hearing capacity all of a sudden. It was a gradual process. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. Here her mother explained how she noticed that her daughter could not listen. One day she was waiting to play the piano. She was at that time 8-year-old, and she could not play. She was just waiting. Her mother noticed this and she called her name, and she found that she did not reply, she did not move. So she suddenly realized that Evelyn had not heard. Her mother, Isabel Glennie, was very much afraid. She was very much frightened what to do. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. For some days, for some time, she hid that weakness of not listening, not hearing from her friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. She was unable to do well in her studies. She started getting low marks in different subjects. So her headmistress suggested her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. that time it was found that she lost her hearing capacity because of slow damage of nerve, and it cannot be repaired. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. So, the parents were advised to give her hearing equipment. With that equipment, she could listen at least, and after that, she should be sent to a school for the deaf. Means she should not study with the normal children. This was really astonishing for Evelyn, very, very disheartening for Evelyn. So, what she says here, you see, everything suddenly looked black. For Evelyn, it was completely dark. Means the shining world is no more in her reach. She could not enjoy this bright world, the happening of this bright world. Means she could not pursue her dream. This was her first thought. What to do at this moment of time? How could I dream big? Or how could I turn my dream into truth? This was impossible for a moment of time for Evelyn. But Evelyn was not going to give up. Immediately she decided not to quit. What not to quit? Not to quit her firmness, her determination. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. She, at that point of time, determined that she would lead a normal life, just like the life of normal children, not a disabled one. And thereafter, she would pursue her interest in music. She was very much passionate about music. It was her big dream to become a great musician. So one day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. So one day when she noticed a girl playing a xylophone, she also wanted to play it. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. Her teachers did not like her to pursue this dream of becoming a musician. But Ron Forbes, who was a percussionist, you know what is the meaning of percussionist? A person who plays various musical instruments. So he came forward and he discovered this big ability of Evelyn. What was her ability? To play music. Her determination, her firmness. So he came forward and he said that he would guide her how to listen to the music or how to listen to vibrations or sounds. So he began by tuning two large drums to different notes. So he started giving her lessons. What he did? He tuned two large drums to different notes. He attached the drums to different notes. And then he instructed Evelyn, don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way. What he instructed? You don't listen through your ears. You try to sense the music. Try to sense the sound. So, strengthen your sensing capacity. Says Evelyn, suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. So Evelyn had a very different feeling when it was done. What was her feeling? That she started hearing the higher notes from the upper part of her body and the lower notes from the lower part of her body, that is from the waist down. This exercise was repeated. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. So this exercise was repeated by Forbes, and Evelyn also responded in a very well manner. She also discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. Now her body started sensing sounds and vibrations. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. Not only she could sense music physically, but also mentally. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. And this happened because of her firm determination and hard work. She took enormous interest in her work. She kept on working hard. She kept on repeating the exercise, and the result was wonderful. She never looked back from that point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. And from that point of time, she never looked back. She went to United Kingdom with a youth orchestra. Hence, she was a part of a youth orchestra. And by the time she was in her teens, and she had decided to make music her life. She was so passionate about music. Next, what she did? She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She gave a short performance so that the director could decide whether she was good enough or not. Whether she was good enough or not. So she gave audition, and she was very successful. Not only that, she scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. Okay. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performance. For a very short period of time, she worked in a group, means she was in the orchestra, she was in a band. After that, she started giving solo performances, means she wanted to prove herself, she wanted to prove her worth. So she started giving solo performances. At the end of a 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. See her next achievement. In this 3-year course, she had captured all the top awards, means maximum top awards. Okay. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you'll get there. She was very simple by heart. She was very modest. So what was her success mantra? You see what she says here? That if you work hard and know where you are going, you'll get there. A hard working man or a hard-working person will reach the height of his success. A hard-working person will reach the height of his success. Nobody would stop him. This was her success mantra. She was so simple. She says here that it's not a heroic achievement. She is not glorifying her achievements. And she got right to the top. The world's most sought after multi-percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and hectic international schedule. And she was very much in demand. She was very much popular as a multi-percussionist in the world. Not only that, she was an expertise. She gained an expertise in 1,000 instruments, and she had always a hectic international schedule. Means she was so busy with her international performances, one after another. So this was her achievement. This was her life. She was so busy in her musical life, which was her dream. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. It is really fascinating, very interesting to watch Evelyn give performances effortlessly, so easily, without hearing. Though she did not hear, she was a wonderful performer. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. What she says here? That men with bushy beards give me trouble. It is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. Means those who have bushy beards, they are very much means she cannot read their faces. She cannot understand what they speak because of their bushy beards. That's why she says men with bushy beards give her trouble to understand them, to understand their language, because their lips are hidden in between the bushy beards. She wants to see the whole face, especially the eyes, because she cannot hear. She has to understand the lip sync of such people, and if lips are not very much clear, very much visible to her, she cannot understand what they speak. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. She is a very wonderful speaker. Means she speaks without doing any mistake, and she had a Scottish accent because she belonged to that place. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. She says here that her speech is very clear. Why? Because she learned to speak right from the beginning of her age, and till 11 years of age she could hear well. That's why she speaks so clear. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. But that is not the basis of her learning French and Japanese. Hence, she did not only know Scottish language but also gained mastery over French and Japanese language. See, children, how such people love various aspects of their life. She is a wonderful musician despite being hearing impaired. and she she knows different languages. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in it tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. She has explained very well in this stanza how she feels music. Every part of her body senses music or sound or vibrations. Her body, her skin, her hair, her cheekbones, means every part of her body receives music very well. How? This is all her determination. This is how she strengthened herself. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. Next, she explains here, she explains her experience that when she plays the xylophone, how she senses the vibrations or the music. She can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. Means the sound moves from the stick to her fingertips, and she could sense that sound by leaning against the drums. And she leans against the drums, she bends against the drums. She can feel the resonances flowing into her body. Her whole body, while bending against the drum, could receive the echoes of sounds. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. This is another way to receive music. She moves on the wooden platform barefooted so that vibrations could pass through her feet up to her legs. This is how she learned music. When she found different knacks to receive sound and vibrations. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Here, see the achievement of this Evelyn Glennie. She impressed her audiences with her performances all the time. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. It's a big award, a great award. Says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. This statement is already explained in the beginning of the lesson, that she was bestowed with an extraordinary quality. What is that extraordinary quality? To sense music without hearing it. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. This is another quality of Evelyn Glennie. She is a workaholic. Now, what is the meaning of workaholic? One who loves work, one who loves, or one who keeps working all the time for long hours and never likes to stop one's work. So she is a workaholic. I have just got to work. What she says? I am here just to work and work and work. Even or often harder than classical musicians. She always worked harder than classical musicians. But the rewards are enormous. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She earned name and fame, no doubt about it. She achieved so many things in her life. Apart from that, she gave free concerts in prisons and hospitals. This shows her love towards charity work. She never charged for her performances in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. She prioritized to give or to have classes for young musicians. Means she inspired young musicians through her performances. She gave lessons to them. Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. Anne Richlin quoted here that she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. Deaf children, for deaf children, Evelyn Glennie is a role model, a shining role model. Means she inspired all the deaf children and lit in them hope for life, hope for pursuing their goal. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has achieved very much. She has achieved more than most of the people at such a young age. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra. Another feather to her cap. What is that? That in orchestra, one person playing so many musical instruments and demonstrated that it can be very moving, and also proved that such a performance is very impressive. Means one person playing so many instruments in an orchestra, which is very impressive. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped. For handicapped or disabled people, she is a live example. She is an icon. People who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. She instilled in the heart of disabled people that they can also do what she can. Means this hope is really lit in their heart and mind by Evelyn Glennie. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. She has made enormous people or millions people enormous happiness. She has pleased millions of people through her performances. So children, here you have come to know how great is Evelyn Glennie. Despite being hearing impaired, she is a wonderful multi-percussionist. She is a workaholic. She is so simple and modest. She believes in hard work and great determination. She loves to do charity work. She inspires young musicians always. She likes to work for them. She's a shining inspiration for everyone. So, everybody should take a lesson from such people. This is a success story which is very important for each and every child. So, you should also try to be great like Evelyn Glennie, great in pursuing your goal. Okay. After this explanation, you go through the slides for knowing the theme and message. Try to learn them. Also, learn the word meanings and jot them down in your notebook in a very systematic manner. Okay. So, children, your homework is to write down the word meanings and learn them properly, and also try to write down the achievements of Evelyn Glennie point wise. Okay. Thank you, children.